Welcome to round 2 out of 7, and now we arrive here at the Hungarian Grand Prix. This absolute beast of a 4.3 kilometer circuit with bumpy curves and tight turns. 70 laps here at the Hungarian Grand Prix, and there's 2 DRS zones. Turns 1, 4, and 5, and 14 are the best corners for overtaking. This track is very challenging for some drivers, but something that is key here at this track is strategy. Teams will have the option to choose between the C3 hards, C4 mediums, and the C5 softs. Folks, we are in for a 70-lap thriller here on our hands, but let's move to the starting grid. Zhou Guanyu starting in the back of the pack again, followed by Lance Stroll. Ahead of him is Oliver Behrman and Franco Colapinto. Ahead of them is Pierre Gasly and Esteban Ocon. Ahead of them is Valtteri Bottas with a very fast qualifying lap, followed by Carlos Sainz, Sergio Perez, last week's winner, and George Russell. Fernando Alonso also with a very great qualifying lap, followed by Charles Leclerc. Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen, and up front are both Papaya, Oscar Piastri, and Lando Norris. As the grid now completes the formation lap, everything is settled for the start of this Grand Prix. Here we are now. This is all what we have been waiting for. Now, 5 lights ahead of the drivers, and we're go! We are underway here at Hungary. McLaren with a great start. Piastri's gaining on Norris. As we head on to turn 1 now. Whoa, forward, look at this. Verstappen's gone wide, and through goes Alonso. Absolutely incredible move. As it is pandemonium heading into turn 1, and they're still battling. Through goes Leclerc. I don't believe what I'm seeing. I'm in a complete loss of words now as Russell gets loose. And now here's the replay of the start. Absolutely incredible. The McLarens with a great start. You see Hamilton trying to make it 4 wide, but at the same time, Hamilton Verstappen made it 4 wide. The 4 wide turn is not good, but look at Alonso making it past. That's unbelievable. Everyone just scrambling for positions. And here's a replay of now that incredible move. You see Verstappen and Hamilton 4 wide. They all go wide. And you see there's an open door for Alonso, and he makes the move. Hamilton now chasing down Leclerc. It's a deep dive into the chicane, and Lewis Hamilton gets by. Norris now has DRS, and he's chasing down Russell, and he gets by without difficulty. Bottas now under pressure from Sainz, and Sainz with a dive bomb. Wow, what a move. Verstappen now has DRS on Leclerc, and Verstappen gets by. Pit road is open as now it's going to get busy as race leader Fernando Alonso is in, and now he's out with a fast stop. Great stop for him. Now Sergio Perez is now in, last week's winner. Can he secure the 2nd position? That would be very nice. Here comes Lewis Hamilton in the 3rd position. A fast stop for him, and he is away. More cars now on the pit road as Max Verstappen is in for his new, fresh tires. He is away. Great stop for him. Now coming is Charles Leclerc, another good stop, and Leclerc is underway. Bottas has now beats his Sauber in the chicane. Let's see what happened here. Just coming in with too much speed, locked the rears, and he was off. Very unfortunate for Bottas. Trouble in the first corner as 2 cars have gone off. It's a Haas and an Alpine. They've just pulled in. Something has occurred here. I believe it was Ocon and Gasly involved in this one. See, Ocon's in front coming to the first corner. Oh, it's a late lunge made by Gasly trying to pass him, but didn't work. They came together, and they are out of this Grand Prix. Race leader Fernando Alonso's in for his last stop of the day. Fast stop for him. And Red Bull's strategy is that they're going to try catch him to Alonso with both Red Bull cars. Verstappen just needs to get by Hamilton. Folks, we are in for a thriller. Lewis Hamilton is now under pressure from his old rival, Max Verstappen. But the question is, what is Verstappen going to do? Will he go low? Yes, he goes low, but now he goes back high, and he's in the grass. And he gets by. The stewards are going to have to look at that one as he had a tire off the track. This is the incident that happened a lap before that you are currently looking at. And the stewards have concluded that Lewis Hamilton will be given an extra 5 seconds in his final race time. Meanwhile, Max Verstappen is given no penalty. Fernando Alonso's worst nightmare has officially came true as Red Bull's strategy has paid off as both Red Bull cars has caught up to Fernando Alonso. What can Alonso do? What are the Red Bull cars going to do? As Perez makes a move, Fernando Alonso blocked through goes Verstappen. Verstappen and Alonso side by side now in the final corners. They both remain side by side. They are not giving up. Verstappen with a good entry, but Alonso with a better exit. They both remain side by side. Final corner now. Fernando Alonso edges out Verstappen. And Fernando Alonso comes to the line to win the Hungarian Grand Prix. Red Bull gave it its all, but it wasn't enough to beat out Fernando Alonso. Fernando Alonso has won here at the Hungarian Grand Prix after a last lap showdown between him and both Red Bulls, as Max Verstappen takes the second position and Sergio Perez takes the third, a double podium for Red Bull. Lewis Hamilton was pushed back to the 5th position after he got his 5-second time penalty. And now here are the race results. Alonso, Verstappen, Perez, Leclerc, Hamilton, Norris, Russell, Piastri, Sainz, and Bottas. Those are the ones that get points. Here is your Drivers' Championship, as Perez is still leading, and it seems like a lot of ties and people with the same amount of points. And now here's the Constructor Championship. Red Bull has now taken the lead, and Mercedes is down to 2nd. Ferrari is in 3rd. I want to thank everybody for watching this race, as it was intense and filled with action. The next race is the Italian Grand Prix at Monza, the Temple of Speed. Once again, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next week at Monza.